Hello, I'm Zoc, and welcome to Fresh Marks. We are going to check out the latest high SAS sales in Keyforge. So let's just jump right in. It'll be a quick little episode. Maybe we'll open a deck. We'll see. We'll see what we get to. All right. So there hasn't been a ton since the last week. However, we do want to check out some of the offers from high SAS decks from last week. So let's jump right in. The it it was rated at 99 SAS as wins of exchange. Now it's rated 101 SAS. Palmera, the Overlord of Equality. If you recall, this is the 68 SAS Brobnar. This one house is more SAS than over 50% of all the decks in the world. So more SAS in this one house than over 1.5 million decks. But we had some more offers. We're up to $290, also rejected for this deck. It's got Endless Hordes with Feats of Strength, with Berserker, which is a super cool combo. Triple Press Gang is super good. You just have Berserkers all the time. If it just had a brick, nasty. Double Brain Dart's pretty good. Double Clone Home. It can make tokens forever. Tokens forever. Yeah, so pretty cool deck. If still available, still available. All right, jumping into the new decks from this week. We have more Winds of Exchange. We have more Berserker. We have the Spirit that argues with the humors. Oh, this is actually not for sale anymore. Let's see. Shaka owns it. Who was selling this? That's not right. Let me see who was selling this to see if Shaka bought it or... Okay, it was being sold by Shaka. So, potentially means that could still be up for sale. Don't know. So if you're really interested in this one, I guess ping Shaka, since it was up for sale briefly last Friday. And apparently now is no longer up for sale. It's a great name too. The Spirit that argues with the humors. All right. Next up, we have to check the translation. It's an 84 SAS mutation. Now, just like last week, our SAS is going to be a little bit off. We still have updating from decks of Keyforge, so it's still going to be off this week. We'll see if it is back fixed next week. But this deck is Old Matriarch, Edda Typhon. An 84 SAS mass mutation. We got this logo, Saurian, double Ethologica, double Daughter, a Pain Mail, Mindfire Anguish, Harvest Time. We have an Amphora Captura with double Fausta Great, with a Praefectus Ludo, with an Exile, and a Library of Polyosaurus. That Amphora Captura looks really good. With the Exile, with the Ancient Power. It's got lots of stuff that synergizes really well with that. So that's pretty cool. It's very low on creature control. It does have a standardized testing. So that is for sale. No listed price. Next up, we have an 84 SAS Age of Ascension deck being sold by Dr. Sheep for $50. That is a really rockin' shadows here. Double Routine Job, double Bren the Fanatic, double Ronnie Wrist Clocks, Too Much to Protect, Nerve Blast, Hidden Stash. I mean, those are the greatest hits of Shadows, pretty much. Kind of would like a Life for Life, although it does have Key to Dis, which goes really well with Bren's. It actually doesn't have ways to kill him besides the key to dis. Maybe if you nerve blast one twice. You could also use a one stood against many with a Brens, just 3 fights with a skirmish creature. But this also has Lash of Broken Dreams, synergizes really well with Too Much to Protect, Library of the Damned, Free Markets. So that is Agnes. Inutile la Métallique. $50. Next up, we have a 73 SAS Dark Tidings deck, and this one's no longer for sale. It was being sold by Hassanumat. Resplendent Crooner Guinea Bother. Quadruple Rocketeer Triska is a big one here. That's pretty cool, and a really nice shadows to go with it. Funny, the Star Alliance is actually the worst rated house per SAS. Double Bubbles, Double Brain Drain is really nice. Trickle Down Theory, Double Walk the Plank, Double Freebooter Fey. So some fun stuff there. So if you're interested, message them. Maybe they'll still sell. It was up for sale. Next up, we have another deck in the same situation. It was up for sale and appears to no longer be. So message Hassanumat if you're interested. It's a 77 SAS Dark Tidings. Professor Brothcook of Free Path. Triple Think Twice. That's really interesting. It has the groundbreaking Discovery Suite. It's got a Rocketeer Triska, a Commandeer Drixcar with actually a whole bunch, 6 upgrades, so that's pretty cool. So that is the Professor. All right, next up we have an 85 SAS Worlds Collide deck. Aino Pid a Tel Comrade. Being sold by Zodid. No listed price. We have a Double Harmonia, Unnatural Selection, Nature's Call, Mimicry, Key Charge. We have a double Red Alert, double Stealth Mode, a Book of LEQ with Navigator Ali. We have 2 Lieutenant Kirkars with a Kirby. And then in Saurian, we have double Reader Gallum, Senator Brachus, Imperial Scutum, City State Interest. I guess the City State Interest and the Senator Brachus together are pretty good. Also with the Axiom can help maybe set up a Forge with Brachus play. No way to really do archiving to set that up. But some efficiency with Book of LEQ and Kirby. So that is Aino. Next up, we have an 84 SAS Mass Mutation, Razatan, the Inventor of the Abyss. Hey, this is actually being sold by me. Disc logo shadows. We have 9 damage pips. We have a few sins, envy, greed, and sloth, with a stirring grave and a grim reminder. We have also an essence scale in that disc with anguish and umbra fiend. In the logos, we have eclectic incree, double lethalogica daughter, mutagenic serum, double oddclod. And in shadows, we have a pincerator, Xenothief, Splinter, where we get a bunch of those damage pips. We have a mug and a lights out and a bow nithing. No listed price. Send me an offer. All right, next up we have a 90 SAS Mass Mutation, O Martin Le Vailon. This is being sold by Belmont 95. It already has a €200 offer, which has been rejected from Emperor Riku from a couple days ago. This has Eaton Jar, Obsidian Forge, but only 14 creatures. Essence Scale, Sacrofiend, Double Snoret, Painmail, a Skixuno, which is nice. We have a double Eclectic Increte. Autoencoder is always good. Double Standardized Testing. What's up, Dinobot? Nice to see you. Oh, we have a Quixelstone. So it's a Quixelstone Eaton's Jar deck and Autoencoder deck. Yeah. Quixelstone and Autoencoder are definitely a awesome combo. And it's got double red alert. It's got a decent amount of efficiency to go with that, with the double eclectic increase and the autoencoder. Definitely can see why Rico wants it. I guess its only artifact control is kind of the Eaton's Jar. But you might also be having to use that on their artifact control. 14 Ember Pips, and the Obsidian Forge, which probably isn't being used. Oh, Dinobot wants it too. All right, well, maybe you can get it for a little bit over 200 euros. All right, that is O Martin, being sold by Belmont 95. Looks like they're out of Italy. Oh, wow. Okay, 20 euros shipping. Okay, worldwide. Cool. Next up, we have Zayden Yarborough, Araldo di Felsa Sabiasa, an 86 SAS Age of Ascension, also being sold by Belmont 95. We have a Genka deck, Martian Generosity, Key Abduction. It doesn't have any really nice synergies like the Mars First Proliferator. It's got Destroy Them All, but it doesn't have anything else to do with all the creatures in your hand after you play it. Like a Orbital Bombardment's always nice with a Marsnes Ember or something like that. However, it does have a lot of good speed in Logos, Eureka, Memory Chip, Igor, Helperbot, ZYX Researcher. It also has double interdimensional graft with Lash of Broken Dreams. It's got a Hecatomb, Library of the Dam for more efficiency, Anguish. So overall, a fairly well-rounded deck, really weak in creature control. But maybe after you put all your Mars creatures out there, after you Genka, it doesn't matter. It's got 22 creatures. So that is Zayden Yarborough being sold by Belmont 95. No listed price. All right, next up is Perez, the gang leader of life itself. What a name, what a name. This is also being sold by Belmont 95. It's an 83 SAS mass mutation. This logo Saurian. We have Markadis, double Infernus with a Grim Reminder, a Technophene, double Sloppy Ladwork. I forget if I said Markadis. I think I did. Gleeful Mayhem. Eclectic Incree. I love the double Sloppy Ladwork here. It does have a Chronos, one drop pip in Logos, and one drop pip in Saurian. A Novo Dynamo, a Skippy Timehawk. Gotta love Skippy Timehawk. In the Saurian, we have City State Interest, Spoils of Battle. No real way, except for the Waking Nightmares, to make him pay by capturing all that stuff. But you can stall and then make him pay with the Waking Nightmares, potentially. And it's got decent creature control. Maybe would like a little bit more point or targeted fight killing. But that is Perez, the gang leader of life itself. All right, next up we have Doomsayer, Janos Zinison, an 83 SAS mass mutation, also being sold by Belmont 95 with no listed price. Another auto-encoder deck, universal key lock, sloppy lab work, eclectic inquiry, lithologica, so lots of speed, daughter, a chronos. All the drop pips are outside of logos, so we have double gateway to disc, double stirring grave, double dominator bauble, a Lord Invidious, which could be protected with a cinder. And then in shadows we have a borrow, double tempting offer, double Bonithine, double Shadowsmith. Let's see, we have 4 creatures, just a double Bonithine and a double Shadowsmith that goes with that one last job. Vandalize is nice, so one less, the lights out is nice. Somewhat well-rounded. I'd be curious to see how that plays, but that is a Doomsayer. Okay, next up we have another Zoc deck. Yep, I'm selling Philosopher Landalus, an 86 SAS mass mutation. And it's also pretty well rounded. Let's start in Untamed. We have double Reclaim by Nature, double Savage Clash. It's got a Wild Bounty, a Pismire. In Saurian, we have double Spoils of Battle, which goes with the Prefectus Ludo and the Fausta Great. We have a Citizen Tricks. We have 2 monuments, Monument to Ludo and Monument to Octavia, which both of those could be good. And then in Logos, we have Eclectic Inquiry, Autoencoder, Double Lethologica, a Fission Bloom with a 2-pip Lethologica. So you can get 4 pips from that with a Fission Bloom. It has a library card, a Kurzap, which can be a really good board wipe. Yeah, so this has a little bit of everything. Decent amount of speed. Now, it's just got board wipes, 2 Savage Clashes, and a Kurzap. No targeted creature control, but besides that, it's got decent creature control, really good artifact control, and pretty good Ember control as well. So that is Philosopher Landalus. Send me your best offer. All right, next up we have June. Oh, Giga Change, the 8th. A 94 SAS mass mutation being sold by Belmont 95. No listed price. We have Chronos, Sloppy Lab Work, Mind Over Matter, Kurzap, Eclectic Inquiry. We have a Peace Accord with a Ember. New Frontier, Xeno Training, Anthony, Subject Kirby. And in Untamed, we have a Vault's Blessing with 9 mutants overall. We have a Resurgence. What are we bringing back here? Either the double Pismire or the Lumaloo. The Lumaloo, let's see, how many beasts do we have here? We have the 2 Floomphs. Those are the only beasts to go with our Lumaloo here. So yeah, not the best Lumaloo. But it's got Savage Clash, Reclaim by Nature, and Rapid Evolution. So that is Giga Change. No listed price. Okay. All right, next up we have Calendula Bila Robotica, an 88 SAS Worlds Collide deck. Logo Saurian Star Alliance also being sold by Belknot 95. We got Tribble, Comm Officer Kirby, and Information Officer Gray. We have a Cloaking Doggle, Disruption Field, Light of the Archons, and Plasma Nozzle. In Saurian, we have double Tribute with Primus Unguis and an Imperial Scutum. That's a nice little combo. And Golden Spiral. You can make all your creatures super buff. And then in Logos, double Tau Vapors. Oh yeah, and also Tribune Pompatus. Yeah, good call. You can have some super buff creatures. Just one Fangs of Gizelhard away from giving it all back, but but nobody's running things that gives a hard dex. All right, in logos we have 2 Tau Tau Vapors, 2 Daughters, Double Twin Bolt, Crazy Killing Machine, and Remote Access. Seismo Entangler is actually pretty big too. And lots of speed in this one. Or estimated speed. Not a lot of creature control, but you're hoping to have a whole bunch of big giant bodies. So that is Robotica. All right, next up we have Voxozoner of the Egghead's Vestibule. And 87 SAS Winds of Exchange. Being sold by Fesso for $150. We have a prospector deck with 13 token generation. And to me, Visible Hand is kind of underrated. I'm surprised Higher On is rated 3 in token generation. So it archives itself if there's 6 or more Ember, which, you know, it happens maybe half, probably half, a little bit more than half. But the Visible Hands, every time they make 2 token creatures. Clone Home is only rated at 2. Yeah, let's see. This only has 12 creatures, so that could be right. But let's see, what else do we got here? Double Nizik Resonator with Mixatol Minded. You can make keys cost a ton. Airlock is really nice. Total Recall could be interesting if you want to bring back some of your Prospector, if they're key cards that you need, like Mars Needs Ember. We have a Brain Dart. The Clone Home has an Ember on it, and the Higher On has a draw on it. That's pretty cool. Double Auction Off, so really nice artifact control. A Trading Frenzy, Out Negotiate, and then Brobnar we have triple Rent and Rive. So you can stall for days with a Trading Frenzy, with the Resonators, with the Mixatol Minded, and then you can hit them with the Rent and Rive. It also has Iron Obelisk, double Brick Nasty, but it only has one other Brobnar creature in Bumpsy. Double Ragnarok Prep can be really good too for Ember control. But it does have limited creature control. Really limited creature control. But it looks like a fun deck. That is Voxoner of the Egghead's Vestibule. Can be yours for $150. Some of those houses are just seem good for Alliance potentially. All right. Next up, we have another Winds of Exchange. We have Good Fina, Oubliette Reaver, a 91 SAS, being sold by Quick Draw. It's already got a $100 offer by Kritzko, which was rejected from today. Let's see, this is another Prospector deck with 15.5 token generation. Ooh, it's got Tia Arhi Esquire, which is really good. It's got Sandhopper. Hey, Quick Draw, yeah, checking out your deck. Double Mass Buyout can actually combo off pretty good with Prospector. Especially with the double visible hands, the generous offer, the Sandhopper. Mass buyouts with the Esquire is really good too, because you probably have a bunch of prospectors out there. You have Esquire out there. You might have other creatures out there. And you do a mass buyout. You gain Ember for all of them. You draw a bunch, and you make a bunch more tokens too. Super good. In Star Alliance, we have Recorded History. Maybe we can set some of that up. Selective Preservation, a super good board wipe. Contrina Warp, also very good. Scout Chief Courager is super good for making tokens. Double Echo Reflector for some pretty good Ember control. Let's see, but is there anything to make them pay with that? Probably not. I guess maybe you go into the Shrewd Investor and then make them pay with the Echo Reflector. It's got a lot of big bodies in Brobnar, though. We have Bumpsy, Krog the Clumsy, Double Fire Spitter, Harmal Atoon, Hebe the Huge, Jarl Sven, Pelf, and Shockherder. To go with that Shattered Throne, more ways to delay. It's got a Stratosmack and a Berserker Slam. So yeah, this one's got a little bit of everything. Make your offers. You know, I would even call this deck. I think it is. I think it's
so fresh.
Snap. That's right. Good Fina. All right. Next up, we have one that's already sold. It's Yonos Sister Batwing in 97 SAS. This was being sold by. Oh, dang, I just forgot the name. Yeah, you got us so fresh. That's right. Oh man, this just went up. Oh yeah, this was being sold by Phantom 404. And it's already been sold. Let's see, it's got 14.5 token generation. Triple General Zaorha, which can be really good later on. Play for each forge key your opponent has, make a token creature. Double Generous Officer, Closed Door Negotiation, auction off for some artifact control, Sandhopper, Tourist Trap, so you can swap one of your token creatures for a good enemy creature. Also, Shizuoku Swapper and Tia Arhi Esquire, more good token generation. It's got double Befuddle with a Bryozoark, a Bubbles, a Fizzaloha with, let's see, count it 8 damage pips. That's actually really nice. Also offering the Kilogog. I want to see a cool offering the Kilogog deck that does some cool stuff with that. We have double Ragnarok Prep, Rant and Rive, Valve Blood, Might Club, Earthshaker, Looter Goblin, Hebe the Huge, double Shockherder. So it's listed only 9.8 in creature control, and I think it does super good against small creatures with the Earthshaker, the Adult Swim, the Hebe the Huge, the Val Blood. If you got a whole bunch of Berserkers or Bellaton Warriors, then it might struggle a little bit with the board. But yeah, this deck already sold. And it sold because it was
so fresh.
Yeah, this one was also fresh. Winds of Exchange is a new hotness. That's right. All right, next up we have Og Lizard, the Barkeep of Diplomacy, a 94 SAS. This one is also already sold. Let's see, was it being, who was it? Was it Hasanumat that was selling it? It was. It had a listed price of $200. And it's already sold. So Winds of Exchange are hot right now. Or maybe it just went off the market, so maybe you can ping Hansu Sanumat to see if it actually sold. But this has also double Befuddle with the Illusions of Grandeur, double Kamalani, double Bubbles, Timoti the Damned, with 16.5 generation. Oh, double Esquire, Freelancer, Auction Off, Market Crash, double Brick Nasty. Ooh, Nurbor Flamewing can be really good too. Rent and Rive, Stratosmack, Might Club. Might Club can be really good with the double Brick Nasty. And Fresh Marks. So that's got some spice too. Everything, all this Winds of Exchange, everything's a prospector, everything. Everything is
so fresh.
Wow. Yeah. Some cool looking decks. Oh, and finally, we're already to the last deck of the week. Let's see if anything else has popped up. There's been some brigs that have popped up, but no, nothing else. Nothing else. Oh, that's a cool name, but okay. Let's see what this name means here. We have paste. Paste. Why are you not pasting? Because I was in the wrong spot. Okay. Detect. There we go. Practical. Hieronym Ciara. Okay, an 87 SAS Worlds Collide deck. This is being sold by Luca Bell. Triple Wild Wormhole with Dasania, Daughter, and Eddie. And Seismo Entangler. Oh, and Interdimensional Graph. That's nice. We have a double Infernus. Library of the Dam, Poltergeist, Harvest Time, Festering Touch with Misery Exploit. We have a Queen Trino Flux, Com Officer Kirby, double Lieutenant Kirkar, double First Officer Frayne, Quadricorder. This one is no listed price, but it's kind of got a little bit of everything. Really good artifact control, some decent speed, some actually pretty good creature control, decent Ember control. You can potentially make them pay a lot and steal it with a graft, with the Eddy and the Quadricorder and the Frames. So that is practical. All right, and that's another quick week of fresh marks. That was so quick. I think it's time to open a deck. A Winds of Exchange deck. Yeah, let's do it. Big money, no whammy. What do we want? What don't I have? I don't have an Amberlane deck. I mean, or I could have a 101 SAS Prospector or Berserker deck, you know, one of the two. Ooh. This is already spicy. Brobnar and Equidon. What else we got? Let's check out the name. The name is Sergei Bad Kitty U-Pixel. Sergey Bad Kitty U-Pixel. Okay, what's the third house? Which is going to be our token. So we didn't get Berserker Prospector. It is Saurian with a Belleton Warrior. Okay. This could still be spicy. Let's go Bad Kitty. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Bad Kitty, you're gonna spend the night outside. Okay, let's shuffle it up. And while we're doing that, we gotta show. There's our token. Belleton Warrior. Okay. Shuffle up the first house. Okay, so we're hoping for, let's see, like 5 epic poems with an inspiring oration and 3 or 4 legionary trainers. I'm not even sure if this house is Saurian, but let's see. In Brobnar, what do we want? A couple rant and rhymes, a bunch of brick nasties, Hollowfest, shock herders. Let's go. We're gonna start with Hebe the Huge. Okay, that's pretty good against tokens, and it doesn't hurt my tokens at all because they have 2 armor. Play, deal 2 damage to each other undamaged creature. He's much bigger in person. Okay, that's cool. That also goes good with Val Blood. Next up we have Jarl Svend. After an enemy creature is destroyed fighting Jarl Svend, to make a token creature. Season's Beatings. We have our first Brick Nasty. After another friendly Bromnar creature fights, gain 1 Ember. Loudness 8 out of 10. Destruction 9 out of 10. I like this ban. Thom, Brobnar Music Critic. Okay, and our other 2 creatures, they don't mind fighting, so that's good. We have an Unguarded Camp. Play. For each creature you control in excess of your opponent, a friendly creature captures 1 Ember. Each creature cannot capture more than 1 Ember this way. Well, we got Belatin Warriors and a bunch of big Brobnar so far, so hopefully we'll get a lot of value out of Unguarded Camp. We got some more Ember control with Berserker Slam. Play, deal 4 damage to a flank creature. If this damage destroys that creature, its controller loses 1 Ember. Such a good card. Next up, we have a Fire Spitter with an Amber bonus. Before fight, deal 1 damage to each enemy creature. Guess how we got that name. Okay, more good token killers. Oh, next up we have a double Ember and a draw pip on a fresh marks. That is fresh. Play, destroy a friendly creature. If you do, exalt 3 enemy creatures. Maybe we'll get a creature too. It does not want to. There we go. I'll get him this time. That's pretty nice. Huh. That's a lot of Ember. Either we have a lot of Stewards or a Cursed Relic. Ooh. Oh, good. We have a Shock Herder. That's good with our Brick Nasty. Deploy, play, ready, and fight with a neighboring creature. Also good with our Belted Warriors. If we don't have Brick Nasty out. We have Pingle Who Annoys. We have a lot of ways to damage our enemy. Elusive. After an enemy creature enters play, deal 1 damage to it. We have a Might Club. Action. Ready and enrage a creature. The first rule of Might Club is the one who holds a Might Club makes the rules. We definitely need that second Brick Nasty with the Might Club and the Shock Herder. Good against not Prospector. Well, I don't know. Might as well make him draw, then reap out. We have a Stratosmack. Play. Deal 3 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, make a token creature. Give me a high five. And finally, a Bumpsy. Play. Your opponent loses 1 Ember. Whatever he doesn't like, he breaks. He doesn't like anything. Alright, it's a decent Brobnar. It's not world class, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's above average, probably. Let's see what we have to support it. That is the question. Come on, bad kitty. Let's see, what do we want in Equidon? Five corner the markets? Okay. We're going to start with Trading Frenzy. That can be good. Play a friendly creature and an enemy creature. Each capture 3 Ember from their opponent. When all shell breaks loose, it pays to keep your head and drink your chi. Oh, wow. Double Trading Frenzy, even after I shuffled it. Oh my goodness, triple Trading Frenzy. We're getting frenzied, all right.
This is Keyforge.
All right. Next up, we have a Gemcoat Vendor. Action, steal 1 Ember, deal 1 damage to Gemcoat Vendor. Offered, a gem from my coat. Required, your heart's desire. Next up, oh, there's some of our Ember. Stuart Sue Yuzane. Enhances 2 Ember and a draw pip. Hold still, you big galoot. Stop nuzzling me. I'm guessing we have at least 1 more of those. Next up, we have General Zaorha. Skirmish. Play. For each forged creature your opponent has, make a token creature. We have Mass Buyout. Okay, that's a good board wipe. Play. Destroy each creature. Each player gains Ember equal to half the number of creatures they control that were destroyed this way. Kind of good board wipe. We have Uncommon Currency. action, swap control of uncommon currency and an enemy artifact. I'm sure I can find someone who will take it. Steward Uzanya. This is kinda good and kinda not. Depends on what you're playing against. Oh, we have an exchange program. That is perfect with our triple trading frenzy. If we could get a couple of those off in one turn and then exchange them, choose a friendly flank creature and an enemy flank creature. If you do, swap control of those creatures. You get your ember from where? Exchange student. Vaolog. This is like tribute exile right here. That is sweet. That goes really good with those trading frenzies. We have a forced retirement. Play, destroy a creature. If you do, its controller gains 1 ember. When you've worked at a place for over 300 years, it can be difficult to leave. That's pretty nice. We have a Gezrahi Blacksmith, elusive at the start of each player's turn. That player chooses to either make a token creature or draw a card. Not you again. This one's not that great because it helps your opponent more than you because they get to do that first. And then finally we have the Old Tinkerer, elusive. After reap, discard a card from your hand, draw a card. Okay. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see what our Saurian has in store for us. We don't have any speed whatsoever, but we do have some decent houses. And lots of ways to stall or make them lose a whole bunch of ember. And ways to keep ahead on board. So, yeah, I think so far we're sticking in the game. We're sticking in the game. Let's see what our Saurian can do. Let's see. I don't think I saw any way to get rid of... Oh, Old Tinker can discard my training costs. Is that my only card I have that can get rid of my training costs? I think so. All right, we start with Symposium. That could go well with our epic poems. Play, exalt ready and use a friendly creature. If it is a token creature, you may exalt ready and use another friendly creature. Anyone who thinks the real decisions are made in the Senate has never been to a symposium. Oh, wow. Double symposium. I hope we get some epic poems then. Oh, hey, we got our legionary trainer to go with our Bellator Bellatoran warriors. All right. Yeah. That is so good. Legionary trainer, play, make a token creature. Each friendly token creature enters play ready. Why would we trust you with a plasma dory before you've proven you can handle a bronze sword? So we need some more token generation now in our Saurian with this legionary trainer. That is so good. Oh, we have a city-state interest. Play. Each friendly creature captures 1 ember. Capitis Coronam has the greatest monuments in the Republic and the highest taxes. That could also be good if we have an epic poem, plus it's just really nice stalling. Next up, we have Arm the Plebeians. Play, make a token creature, ward it. This can't possibly backfire. Tyrannus Aurelius, the Unwise, 5th century. Okay, that's good. More token creatures. Hopefully when we have a legionary trainer out, it's so good. Ooh, we have Praetor Marius. After reap, for each exhausted creature to Praetor Marius's left, capture 1 ember. The more his colleagues to his left criticize his policies, the stronger Marius's rhetoric becomes. Okay. That's also good with our epic poem or our inspiring oration. We have 6 cards left to get them. Oh, we got Recruit. Okay, that's really good with our Legionary Trainer. Recruit. Play. Make a token creature. If you exalted a friendly creature this turn, archive Recruit. And we have the Choose Symposiums to do some exalting. So So maybe we can get that archived as well. Ooh, we have a Pale into Insignificance. Play, destroy each creature with the lowest power. The history books will remember my name. Unknown. That's also really good because we don't have a lot of low power creatures. Not many at all. So that's really nice. Oh, there's our training costs as expected. Training costs cannot be discarded from your hand except through card abilities. Play, lose 2 Ember. If you do not, shuffle training costs into your deck. Bellatoran warriors are worth their weight in Ember. Alright, 3 cards left. We need an epic poem and an inspiring oration. But no, first we're going to start with Enlist Numeri. Play, take control of an enemy creature with Ember on it. While under your control, it belongs to House Saurian. This is probably not a good card. It's very, very, very situational. 2 cards left. We have another Symposium. Well, that should mean, hopefully, that we're always archiving our token maker. And then finally, last card in the deck. Oh, Ballistego. Well, our Symposiums allow us to then exalt our Ballistego. So play, you may exalt Ballistego. While Ballistego has Ember on it, it gains Splash Attack 3. Alright, quick draw. Quick draw loves Enlist. Tell me what you love to do with Enlist Numeri. Because I want to know. I don't know how to play it. I don't have a way to get Ember on creatures except for exchange programming, but I want to do that with a creature that's got like 6 or 9 Ember on it. So that's the only way I got to put Ember on creatures. Oh, I got Fresh Marks actually. Fresh Marks into Enlist Numeri. Steel Dust Witches. Yeah, that's nice if you have a way to get Ember on them. I don't have a way to do that. And I don't want to let a Dust Witch live to do it in two turns. Okay, this is a pretty cool deck. Definitely very board focused, but it's got some neat tricks. Let's count the Ember. We have only 4 Ember in Equidon. Nine. We have 12 Ember overall. That's not too bad. If someone uses Symposium on something good, you can take it from them. Yeah, for sure. If it's something that doesn't have to die right away, I could Fresh Marks Ember on top of it. That might be a play. I'll have to think about that. But this is a super heavy board focused deck. It is Sergei. Bad Kitty, U Pixel. All right. And that's a stream. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great night. Have a great day wherever you're at. And I will see you next time. I was just thinking, I'm planning to do a online pre-release tournament tomorrow night, but I won't be able to stream that because I'm going to be crazy with playing it while also trying to do family stuff. So I won't be able to stream that. That's too bad. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. And as always, forge responsibly.